Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Greetings, fellow mortals. Just a reminder, saying it's just my opinion is for cowards. You probably won't find someone with a more burning sense of apathy for poor adaptations than me. Most people get outraged when the things that they love are ruined later, but I've taken a different approach to not really caring anymore. As long as I still have the old things, it's fine. I mean, it's not like we're reaching a totally digital era where corpos can delete things that they don't want or like in order to make you consume their new slop. That would never happen, right?
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
You might think from the start of this video that I would end up calling the Fallout show pure trash, but here's the thing, I actually really enjoyed the first season and I kind of get a kick out of season 2, even though none of this fits in any established Fallout lore at all. New Vegas, 76, 4, 3, or the originals. This is an entirely separate universe from those, yet it really doesn't bother me much at all. Why? Well, it's because I don't view any of them to exist in the same universe at all.
I can explain.
Look, I came into the series at 4 and worked my way backward, and each time I thought, that's very different than the sequels, because it was and it is. I view series like Netflix's Devil May Cry or Tomb Raider differently because they change things for no real reason, and they spit on the established series and the fans for no reason other than they wanted to make their own things and they're bitter that they can't. Not that Fallout is any better, but still I view it differently just because none of the games really connect at all in any way whatsoever.
I hate you!
Come on, you have to admit that each rendition of Fallout is basically set in a different reality. You, in no good conscience, can say that any of these games, other than 1 or 2, are the same. They share similar terms, ghouls, rad, super mutants, the Brotherhood of Steel, so on and so forth. But none of these creatures or things act similar in any way in any of the Fallout games. They're all very, very different. Besides similar aesthetics and what they say they believe, but then don't actually show that they believe it, they're not the same at all. Kind of like how Final Fantasy works.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
Take the Brotherhood of Steel, for example. In the show, there are a bunch of sloppy idiots who hate everything, don't accept women into their ranks, go against all of their core principles, and simply like to take every single bit of technology and destroy it from people in order to harass the populace and make everyone miserable. Now, you could argue that this branch of the Brotherhood just lost their way, or you could go off the idea that none of this has anything to do with any of the Fallout universes at all.
I am just a figment of your imagination.
You could do the same thing with Vault-Tec. Now, that corporation was never exactly moral, and in most all of the Fallout universes, they're pretty much a scam. No one took the nuclear fallout idea actually seriously before the bombs dropped, but now they're the ones that caused the bombs to drop in order to make money. How will they do that considering that the economy doesn't exist anymore and most people use bottle caps as a currency? No idea, but writers thought it was smart, so there you go.
Phase 1, collect underpants. Phase 2, Phase 3, profit.
And look, you're not going to hear me come on to here and defend corpos. In the battle between AI and corporations, I hope that everyone loses. But this doesn't make any sense as a plot point, just in terms of what happened in the other games. I mean, overall, it's a dumb idea, even from evil corpos. How do you make money if everyone's dead, there's no resources, and money doesn't even exist anymore?
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
Create a monopoly, reshape the world. How are you going to do that? The vast majority of your vaults fell apart. Everyone is dead in them because you did that. You made the vaults weird, deranged experiments on people because this was supposed to be a scam from the start. Corpos are evil, but they want us dumb, complacent, working, and consuming. not dead. It's almost like this is a message by an evil corporation telling you that things could be a lot worse than they are, so you should accept that they are just unethical, just a little bit, just a tiny little bit. It could be a lot worse. They're not trying to kill you.
Really makes you think.
And that's the biggest problem with Amazon's Fallout. If you hold this to any standard that the game set at all, yes, even 4 and 76, then this is the dumbest thing that you've ever seen. But if you take this as an entirely separate cartoon universe where absolutely everyone is a giant idiot, well, then this is a massive fun amusement park ride.
No. Wait.
Okay, that might sound terrible. You have to turn your brain off and forget everything that you know already to enjoy this, but I wouldn't say that exactly. You have to view this as a live action Fallout cartoon for adults. One where you don't take anything seriously and enjoy the wacky interactions with the characters. It's enjoyable, it's fun. It's a day at the amusement park where you've eaten so much cotton candy that you're almost vibrating from the sugar high. Or it's later Rick and Morty episodes, whichever way you want to go.
Oh, I forgot how bad it looks.
I've seen worse.
Because you know what, I like popcorn flick, don't think about it styles of stories sometimes. I could rewatch Pacific Rim every couple of months if I wanted to, because I die laughing every time at the scene of the little girl carrying a single shoe while running away from the kaiju. It's so dumb that it's hilarious. Just because something is stupid doesn't mean that I hate it. I can have generic fun too. I don't need everything to be where I have an existential crisis or question my morality. Sometimes I just like to turn my brain off and laugh at the stupid things happening on screen.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
I like the Fallout show. I enjoy it. A lot of work has gone into it. The actors do the best with the script that they're given. The effects and the sets are great. The villains are mustache-twirling levels of evil. The violence comes off as more campy and comical to me than actually horrific. I like Lucy and Cooper's dynamic. I have fun with them, even if it caused Shane from The Shield to pop up in 20 million different Walmart ads every time I watch anything for the past 2 years, and I haven't even set foot in a Walmart for a decade at this point. Who are you advertising to, everything?
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Sidebar on this, by the way, doesn't the popularity of Daryl Dixon 2.0 prove that this Giga Chad stuff is nonsense? Walton Goggins is covered in makeup designed to make him look ugly. He's got no six-pack and probably isn't the richest actor in the world. Yet there's an army of women ready to throw their panties at him. Just goes to show how important skill, charisma, and humor really are. Luckily, I have all of the above. I mean, I'm drop dead gorgeous, according to my wife and my deceased grandma, and no one else in my life ever. Wait.
You gave me the ugly.
But it's personality that honestly carries the show. Everything and everyone absolutely oozes it. The problems arise when it's the wrong personality for the role at the wrong time. And this is where the real problems occur. While I really enjoy the characters, there's no denying the returning people from New Vegas is not that great. Oh, I knew this was going to happen the minute that they revealed Mr. House in the first season. They were going to pull a Shady Sands, blow it all up, none of your choices matter. The game was pointless. Sit on it and spin, losers. This show isn't for the fans, it's for the widest audience popular while making fun of the old fans for caring. And if we take a giant dump on New Vegas while we're at it, then that's on you. You should not get mad at us for doing this thing that we purposely did to make you mad. It's not like the franchise even got to this point because the people who supported it. That'd be dumb.
Well, this sucks.
For a lot of people, New Vegas is their favorite game in the franchise, even though it's held together by bubblegum and a prayer. Why? Because the writing was so extremely good with such amazing role-playing opportunities that you can actually overlook how the game itself is on its knees begging you to put it out of its misery at times. And I love that game. I'm just being honest about what it actually is. Remember, we're talking about the Fallout franchise here. Even 1 and 2 have their problems.
He's out of line, but he's right.
One of the things about New Vegas which is most interesting is the shades of gray morality interpretation and faith in your decision-making capabilities that it presents. Two different people can look at the same exact mission and make vastly different decisions, and both could be content about how they went about it. I could see room for argument about basically everything except the obviously 100% evil or dumb options that were put in there in case you wanted to roleplay as a monster. If someone tries to sell you on the positive points of Caesar's Legion, you might want to slowly back away from them.
Right.
And nothing embodies this aspect more than Mr. House. No, not Gregory House, Mr. House, the guy in charge of the titular New Vegas. You know, named after the concept of the house always wins in gambling. Yeah, not exactly the most subtle theming in the world with something called New Vegas, but the thing is that you personally can make sure that House does in fact lose horribly in basically almost every conceivable way that you imagine, which is why it's so great they decided to go with one definitive ending where nothing mattered in the game. Thanks, Amazon's Fallout.
Disappointed!
There's also the matter of House himself, who, in-game, with the only exception being if you destroy the most important thing in the world right in front of him for literally no reason, is always calm and composed, who will explain everything to you in excruciating detail if you would like him to, who uses logic and can have his mind changed if presented with evidence, who has an actual plan to make the world better than it currently is, unlike even the second best option in the game, who basically has the world-shattering idea of preventing the planet from becoming even worse than it currently is.
Explosion.
Now, you could argue that you don't trust House to keep his word or be incorruptible forever. You could think that things will eventually fall apart, that he would fail and fall apart. That's why you can just decide to overthrow him and do it yourself. That's fine, but I have no idea how you can go through all of his dialogue options and think that he didn't think long and hard about these things, that his plan makes sense, that he is a man of intelligence instead of a tantrum-throwing baby for some reason.
Well, that sucks.
That is why I think that Season 2 of Fallout is worse, because I have a harder time separating how I feel about New Vegas as a whole. This one sucks. Scenes with House in them are painful. I'm not arguing that he's even a good human being, but he's a much more interesting character than this. He's so generic and one note in the show that I can't associate the two characters at all. It's why I have to go off the assumption that this is an alternate universe compared to New Vegas, because if I don't, I could not enjoy it at all.
This is worthless.
It's less than worthless, my boy.
There's also the fact that Cooper has been deemed the most important character to ever exist ever because of how popular he is with both the female and male viewership. If Shane from The Shield didn't do such an amazing performance and was willing to wear that makeup like a real dedicated actor, I might start to grow bitter with him. Not even Daryl Dixon was pushed down people's throats this much and this quickly, and there is an entire show about Daryl that was named after him.
Don't try to talk me out of it. I'm sure it's completely... Nope, never again.
Amazon's Fallout is still fun, even in Season 2, but the problems certainly creep up on you more, because this is Todd Howard's work. The longer something goes on, and the more you think about something, the worse it gets from him. It's why New Vegas is different, because it doesn't have his fingerprints all over it, and that's kind of why he's bitter about it.
Well, hang on, you've just... No, I like it. This is brilliant, but I like this.
Season 2 is a definitive step down from the first section of the Fallout show. It makes me weary of what's to come because the problems will not be fixed. Things are only going to fall apart more. They're going to push the ideas and concepts well past their breaking point. As a wacky cartoon where you laugh at the absurd gore and tragedy, it's fun, but trying to take it seriously, trying to think about it is the problem.
Stupid is, stupid does, Mrs. Blue.
I guess.
This feels like the breaking point. Season 3 is where it will definitely start to be outright bad in terms of writing, with the message of capitalism bad basically holding everything up by a string. And I don't have a problem with that idea, but the fact that it's trademarked is kind of the issue. Because this is brought to you by Amazon, where you can easily buy your $70 La Capitalism Bad t-shirts. You should definitely continue to blindly parrot everything the evil company tells you to while giving them all of your money. That's a great idea.
I have done nothing wrong, ever, in my life.
I know this. And I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. Money, please!
And if you can't stand the show at all because it treats the best stories in the franchise like trash, I can understand that. The only real way to enjoy this is to separate it from the games and turn your brain off. And that might be considered an insult to the writing, but it is what it is. But what do you think? Are you enjoying Amazon's Fallout? Do you hate it? What's your favorite game in the series and why is it New Vegas? I'm just kidding. Please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And remember, if you disagree with everything I have to say, that is perfectly fine. After all, everyone is entitled to their objectively wrong opinion.
I have strongly mixed feelings!
Thank you all so much for watching.
You're still here?
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. You bye. Boom.
Do not despair.